is just something so magical that you cannot recreate anywhere else.
What's up guys, Jay here. We're here at the Game Nest Fighting Game Monthly Local. We're gonna ask people some questions, what the value is and the importance of a local fighting game event. Let's go!
I feel like locals are important because you get to share a lot of tech ideas with each other, strategies. Everybody is used to thinking inside his or her own box, but you can look in each other's boxes, right? So that way you level up each other and you get to share ideas where the other person would never think of.
They're basically the community aspect of the FGC. Like without a local, you don't have a community. And I think that's the first step on building a community and also building like a talent pool for international tournaments and whatnot. Because if you don't have a strong local scene, you basically don't have a scene at all. So I think it's like one of the most important aspects.
If you live in the Netherlands and want to know where to visit this event among others, make sure to go to dutchfgc.nl to find all resources about the Dutch FGC.
To have good people around, to have high-level gameplay. We're trying to have high-level gameplay here, but it's also accessible for most people, so it helps the scene grow. We have some new people here. They actually just discovered the Dutch FGC through the Dutch FGC website, through Google. And then they came here and they're like, oh, I would just want to check it out. So yeah, we have to be welcoming, and that's important. We have to be welcoming towards the people, and hopefully they'll stick around if they want to get better.
For me, well, obviously it's different for everyone, but for me mainly it gives there's a lot of young talents out there today, especially for Street Fighter 6. Like the access to gaming is way more accessible than it used to be. So but it's only online, so there's a lot of online warriors, we like to call them. So locals in general, it's an opportunity for young talent to actually go over here and fight the nerves, fight someone next to each other, feel the stress of people watching you on a big screen or anything like that. It prepares them more for the bigger tournaments. And also at the same time, they have a chance to meet some of the older veterans. They can teach each other, they can learn each other. It's also that social aspect, obviously. But for me, the mainly young reason is to help young talent actually get that experience. It's super important for them to evolve and to become a better player way earlier on.
The reason why I think locals are super important is because it adds a form of community that you cannot feel in an online environment. Locally, you can see each other's faces and see how they react to stuff. Because of that, you share this one hobby you have it depends on how long you've been playing games. With that added environment, it feels like you have to find a way to bond with people. And depending on how the result will end, you might end up with a lot of friends at the end, because at some point you end up sharing a lot of information about each other, creating that better bond between each other. And I think that's one of the better parts of locals, is just that human interaction is so fun about it, that I think people sometimes forget about how great it is, because they're so used to playing online only. The added human interaction and offline is just something so magical that you cannot recreate anywhere else.
I think locals are important for the community to have a place to meet up and meet people. Because you see a lot of gameplay is online nowadays, and it's good to see people, to meet people, and to have a good human interaction. And I think it's a fun way to learn and to play, and to also, I think, just like today, we have a lot of new people coming around, so new faces. So it's always good to engage them and see what the community is all about, and create a place so, like I said, we can have that real connection.
I think locals are important to get new people into the scene, to grow our community, to foster that community as well. Maybe even more important than the tournaments itself. So I just want like that connection between everyone, that we can make friends, that we can get better. It's like everything is just compiled in a local.
So, the need for a local community will always be there, even with Rollback Netco being out nowadays. It just does not give you the same experience as meeting up with people in a physical space. I personally have met multiple people that I have the luxury of calling some of my closest friends. Hell, a local is the reason this entire channel exists at all. All of this being facilitated by a local. It's just something we can never take for granted, especially now. So thank you guys all for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video. Let us hear some great stories of your locals down in the comments below. If you'd like to see some more of this content, consider subscribing to stay up to date with all of our announcements. And of course, once again, support your locals. See you later.